We spent the night in Flagstaff, and now we're going to one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, the Grand Canyon.
The drive from Flagstaff to the Grand Canyon South Rim is about an hour and a half. We're about an hour in, and we're getting close to being there. We're getting our first views of the canyon, and it looks unreal. Looks like a painting. We just got to the Grand Canyon, and it is completely stunning. And the drive wasn't too bad, and we actually aren't just gonna look at it and walk around. We're actually going to hike into the Grand Canyon. So we are walking onto the Bright Angel Trail, and this trail will actually take you all the way down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. We're not doing that today, but we're gonna hike a little bit in, so let's go. It is like an instant drop as soon as you get on the trail. They are not messing around here. Woo!
So the reason why we're doing Bright Angel Trail is because it is the most popular trail here and the most trekked. And so we wanted to just show you what it's like here since we only have one day. And sadly, we're not like spending the night or camping or anything, but we just wanted to show what you could do at the Grand Canyon if you only had one day.
You can see the trail right there that we're taking. We're about to walk all the way down there on those switchbacks. I have a feeling that this hike up is going to be brutal. So far, the trail has been pretty easy, not too bad, but we are going downhill. There was a heat advisory for the Grand Canyon today that said, like, don't go outside between 10 and 3, and it is about 12 o'clock, so we're doing great. Looking at these rock formations is so cool because you can just tell all the water that was rushing up against it, and you can see the different lines of where the water levels were.
This looks like it's gonna get a lot steeper very soon.
This trail is seriously so steep. I have been bracing myself the entire way down, taking very careful little footsteps to make sure that I don't fall over the canyon. We just started like maybe 30 minutes ago, and we've already descended so much. We were all the way up there, and we're all the way down here now.
I've been in the Grand Canyon one other time in my life, but it was in a slightly different area, and it looks like this trail just is like much steeper and a lot more narrow than the other one that I did on all the way on the north side of the Grand Canyon. So this one might be pretty interesting trying to get back up.
It just started to rain, and we're not even all the way down yet, so that'll be fun. So you can see it's starting to rain a ton over there, and I just heard a bit of thunder too. But we're almost at the halfway point, so we're gonna try to make it and then turn back.
The rain is really nice, and we're enjoying the cloud cover because it was supposed to be really hot today, but now it's feeling a little bit cool. But it is starting to rain harder, so we'll see if it gets too difficult.
It's also starting to get pretty windy, which is kind of scary because the drop is steep. It is starting to rain so much harder now. You can tell on my shirt, it's really starting to come down. But thankfully we just made it to the resting point, so we're gonna try to hide out in here until hopefully the rain stops. I'm not sure though, because there's a lot of clouds. We stopped at the 1.5 mile rest house, which is like a good trail for day hikers, but it's still rated difficult because of the elevation change. We have gone 1,000 feet down, and now we have to climb 1,000 feet up. That is more than the Eiffel Tower.
There's just a different kind of appreciation I have for the canyon. The views are so great from above, but also when you're down here, I think you can just like feel the magnitude of the entire canyon and just realize how small you are in comparison to the whole thing. Of course, we could have hiked a lot further. You know, you can go upwards of like 20 miles just hiking inside the canyon, but it's just not a part of our plan today. And so we got to start making our way back up.
My legs are not ready for the hike up. I slipped once on the way down and I seriously saw my life flash before my eyes. I was so scared because if you take one wrong step here, you're a goner. So I'm a little bit scared for the way up, but my legs are already shaking, which is crazy because we were just going down, but it's gonna be a tough one. So it stopped raining, so at least we don't have to worry about that hiking up. But I'm already starting to get out of breath a little bit here. We just finished a small little set of switchbacks here, and we're just stopping to enjoy the views of the canyon and all these beautiful mountains around us. The colors are just so incredible and so fun to look at.
This summer kind of messed with our workout schedule since we went to Costa Rica and French Polynesia. And so it was difficult to find time to work out, but this hike is definitely reminding us that we need to get in better shape.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we've already climbed up so much. We've just been going up these switchbacks the entire time. How are you feeling, Jacob?
I don't know. It took us a while to get down there, maybe like an hour, hour and a half. And so we've only been hiking up for like 30 minutes, but it's felt like a lot longer than that. And everything that I read said it takes like basically double the time to get up that it did to get down. So we've got a long way ahead of us.
This is my favorite spot so far, and you can see the second arch up there, but it's pretty because you have all of these beautiful mountains, but also you get to see a view of the canyon.
There really is no mistaking that the Grand Canyon is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. It's just absolutely beautiful. Every time we make a turn, switch back, and then just start looking at the canyon, it's just so beautiful. I am very grateful that we only live about like 4 hours away from the Grand Canyon, so we can come here as often as we want.
We're going through the big arch again. It's a mile, or it was a mile down, so we've gone 0.5 miles to get to this place so far. You can kind of tell all the way over there where those people are. We're hiking up there now, and then still have to make it to the top up there. We spotted our first wildlife. It's just chilling on the side of the trail.
I think it's analyzing us to see what we're gonna do. He decided we were pretty friendly, started eating.
I feel like the hard part about this trail is you see people way up there and you're like, dang, I still have all that way to go. And we've already come so far. This trail is so deceptive. You think that you're so close to the end, but you're not. We have made it to the last arch right here. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it was gonna be when we just started climbing up. It was definitely super intense. I mean, clearly I'm out of breath, so it was definitely a good exercise, but I think I overestimated how difficult it really was gonna be. We were just at the arch like 2 minutes ago, and it already looks like we've climbed up so much trail. I seriously think this is the most deceptive trail ever.
The elevation change is just so crazy because we only went down about 1,000 feet, but we were definitely feeling it. But you could go all the way like a mile down into the canyon, which is actually pretty crazy. So your body's gonna be playing some tricks on you if you go that far down and then that far up. Oh, did we make it?
Taking our final steps, and now we've made it. We're just kind of walking around the canyon now, looking at all the different viewpoints. I think we might be on a different trail called the Rim Trail, which is a mostly paved trail.
We highly recommend the Bright Angel Trail to pretty much anyone. It can be for beginners, people who are just casually hiking, or it can be for people that absolutely love hiking, very steep cliffs. And so like I think it's amazing for everybody because you can just turn back at any point and just come back if
there's
you're not
little rest houses. There's plenty of water on the trails at the rest houses, so that is really nice. And you do go quite a bit up in altitude and down in altitude, so that's a little bit difficult. The trail is rated difficult, but you can make it as easy as you want to.